guys, looks like there's a whole nother rally down this way. It's definitely extended beyond. If you remember last time it was down this way, it was up to Subway. It's gone down beyond Subway now. There's a whole nother group down this way with their own bullhorn and their own speakers.
And the police don't want me to talk about this, but I'm going to keep talking. The siege of Gaza is going on because the U.S. thinks this is a permanent piece of a strategy to extend U.S. domination.
So welcome back live if you're just joining. This is San Francisco Gaza Under Attack Rally. Tonight is definitely the largest of the 4 nights.
And the full backing of the United States. People who live in the U.S. need to be challenged to stand up to stop the crimes of their government.
I heard that there is a slight possibility a van that just pulled up and stopped here. Not quite sure what they're all up to. There's definitely a lot more police presence tonight than previous nights as well, which might go hand in hand with the idea that there's more protesters out here today as well. So if you guys don't mind taking a quick little break in my pocket, I'll leave the stream going, but I'm gonna throw the camera down into my pocket for a second while I get some gloves on. It's starting to get a little breezy and my fingers are getting a little chilly. There's a lot of police activity going on right now. A lot of cops moving around, looking around, huddling up, adding vehicles. I don't know if they're about to do a shift change or if they're anticipating anything. I usually pay good attention to the police and what they're up to. There is an officer there that's carrying around a helmet, which we haven't seen out here yet for this. My battery pack keeps going off, so I'm hoping that it will hold through the night. We do have plans of heading out to the airport rally and strike at 9 if this is wrapped up, but I'll probably stay with this until it's over. Do you know what time it is?
5:49.
5:49?
I guess we're gonna march this way, and I noticed that they're getting in front of the march with a van full of cops.
Yeah. Has it been like out loud that we're gonna march?
Yeah, they're discussing it.
Oh.
The organizers.
Alright guys, be patient with me for just a minute while I put the camera down into my pocket, and I'll be right back out in a second. out the outside of it.
Yeah, look at that bumper.
So there's also an unmarked SUV full of cops, and then there's a van here in front of us that's full of cops. There's also about 30 officers in the street. I'm gonna... On Saturday night, they were staging down around the corner. There's like a whole group of them down that way. So the cop is talking to some people who are walking this direction. They're being told to walk around. They're getting ready to put the giant flag up over the crowd. They're being told to get out of the street with it by the cops. You guys want to tweet out that I think the march is going to be starting soon, and we'll be taking the streets. So this officer here is telling them that they can't be in the street with the flag.
After the Holocaust, the worst thing to ever happen to Jewish people in history.
It's a possibility that they've actually spoken with SFPD before starting the march, because there's actually there's a vehicle, SUV, and a van that are already following in front. So the cops are now starting to allow some people into the street, but they're still trying to keep them close to the curb. The street's been completely blocked off. There's no more crossing traffic. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Do you mind sharing a few words with me before we march? You can stay covered up, I don't care. This is your fourth night, right? Yeah? How do you feel about the crowd tonight? Is it larger? Yeah? Energy, I think, is higher, yeah? You sound real excited. Contingency of officers that's following alongside. You guys tune into PFL blog at pflblog.com/livestream. He's also streaming. He's up at the front of the march. I think we're going to try to keep ourselves spaced out so we can bring a good spread of coverage on this. In my opinion, this is a larger crowd than we've seen in the last 3 days. If you guys want to give me a quick update in the chat, let me know that you're able to see and hear everything okay. I see Catwoman is having a little bit of problems, so I just want to make sure if it's isolated or if it's a common problem.
Truth when you see this right here.
Right? Right?
Who do we buy our weapons from?
Thank you, Fuzz.
Let's go to the front. Damn, that's my flag, man. Lena, keep running.
So, on Friday night, the problem was that once the march left, there were some stragglers that had a bit of conversation going with the opposite side, and that is what resulted was some confrontation resulting in an arrest. Without the details, I'm not going to get into it, but that's what ended up happening. So that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of lagging towards the back here. There's definitely a large amount of straggling going on in the back of this march. I think a lot of people just getting the message back behind the barricades that there is a march. So once again, PFL Blog is live as well. He'll probably be closer up to the front of the march.
I've been trying to get somebody to go up to the front and say,
If you guys are able to communicate with PFL Blog, if he's up towards the beginning of the march, if you can have them do a block up and hold up and wait for the back of the march. And if I cut out, it's more than likely a result of battery charge. I'm not getting enough charge from my battery pack right now. It looks like this is going to be the back of the march here. So we got two vans following close behind us. I do believe they're both loaded with cuffs. And it looks like the protest is about a block ahead from where I'm at right now. So if my stream goes down because of battery, I will find PFL Blog and check in with you guys and make sure you guys know I'm alright. If you don't hear from me in about 10 minutes, or if you know I'm scuffling with the cops, then give a shout out to PFL Blog and tell them to find me at the back of the march. But I keep getting a warning that I'm not getting enough battery power for the use of the camera right now. So once again, this march is much larger than the last 3 nights that we've been out here. I don't think he does know where I'm at. We were crossing each other quite a bit earlier. It's usually assumed. I'm usually the streamer that separates myself from everyone else. I don't like to be congested up with everybody else. It doesn't really provide good coverage. One thing I do like to do is catch up to the front and capture the march passing us. It gives a good idea of the crowd. But if you can see from this footage, the street is packed with marchers. I'd say a good 1,500, if that's not an underestimate. Excuse me. shoved it up against his body as a little kid. So, this is the front of the march. They're holding this intersection here. This is the intersection of Montgomery and Sutter that they're holding up at.
Don't you cry.
I like that one. Teacher Gaza is the card. We are with you, Palestine.
And here's our entourage, back of the march. So I basically just took you guys straight down the middle of the march as it passed by me.
The people of Palestine actually are crimes against all of humanity.
I see you guys talking in the stream about Codeframe being out here. I have not yet seen him, but I believe you. Market so I can get up above a bit. So this is the march that's coming around the corner here, guys. an incredible turnout for a Monday night. It would probably be important to note that a lot of people are out of school this week because of the holiday. Some people may be out of work as well. There may be people that are here on vacation for the week and have decided to join the cause. But this is probably, like I said, the biggest turnout that we've had here in San Francisco so far. It would be great if we get this turnout every night. Somebody should tweet at ISLAM and tell him that the crowd grew. He would be proud.
That's bullied by the American government. These are war crimes being carried out. People who live in this country have a responsibility to stand up and say no. The U.S. government that's been made
Don't be afraid.
Somebody just chanted to a group on the sidewalk, don't be afraid to join us, your people may be next. It's a very good point.
Being bombarded by the genocidal slaughter being carried out by Israel with the full support of the U.S. Ask yourself what you would do. People are being slaughtered in the Gaza in your name because the American government has given its full approval to the murderous acts of the state of Israel. How can we tolerate the lies we are
So we currently have 3 vans and an unmarked car that's currently behind the march.
Genocide and slaughter. The people of the Gaza.
This is a great image here on the back of the march where we have 3 flags together.
How can we be silent?
It's like my battery's holding on for you guys, which is great. If you guys want to be screen capping some of these images, that would be great. So we're headed up Market Street away from the consulate at this time. The last few nights we've ended up at Union Square, so I'm pretty sure that may be the result of this march at this time. Let me get this apartheid banner once again. So we got flyers being passed out here. Would you be willing to tell my stream what your flyer is about?
It's about exactly what this protest is about, which is the occupation of Palestine and the bombing of Gaza.
All right, thank you. Just a quick little rally point here at Kearny and Geary. Straight up Geary is Union Square. How's it going, Rob? march tonight, which is a lot more than we've seen the last 3 nights as well. We got this little guy here who wants to join the march. His parents are calling him back. He was just chanting a moment ago, "Free, free Palestine" with us. But I don't think his parents want to join the march. I think they may have some things to do or something. Paul G., this is San Francisco with support from Oakland. It is probably a good thing to note that there is quite a bit of East Bay support here in San Francisco. San Francisco is the target for the actions because this is where the Israeli consulate is at. But that doesn't mean that we can't have actions in the East Bay. We have UC Berkeley that has a pretty good SJP group going. So it would not be too difficult to organize an action in the East Bay, but since the Israeli consulate is in San Francisco, and there is actually a pretty large population of Palestinian people, Middle Eastern people in San Francisco, but this, I would say, is a Bay Area action that's taking place in San Francisco.
Reported live from San Francisco.
Would you like to say anything to the internet?
Let's go. Keep walking. Occupation is a crime. Greece, open Palestine. Greece, open Palestine. Occupation is a crime. Occupation is a crime. Greece, open Palestine. Greece, open Palestine. Good job, Rob.
There's like a big debate over that.
Hey. I don't know why they're signaling their siren. There's not anybody in their way. Unless it's for the cyclists that just cut through. So we're approaching Union Square now. Now on Saturday when we approached Union Square, there was so much traffic on Geary that the police cars couldn't get through, which was kind of comical to watch.
The siege of Gaza is a war crime and a crime against humanity. People who live in this country have a responsibility to step into the streets and say no. It's not enough.
Thank you guys all that are watching and tweeting out. Breakbeat, thank you for jumping on. Black Arcturus for doing the modding. I haven't noticed any problems really going on in the stream, the social stream, but you guys do a great job when there is, so thank you in advance. Thank you for the Pittsburgh solidarity. Thanks, Breakbeat. We just had a sightseeing bus turn onto Geary in front of us. One of those double-decker ones. So they're probably going to get stuck in a traffic jam up ahead. We may pass them. In the last few nights, once the traffic stops in the middle of the street in front of us, we usually just cut straight through the traffic, through the cars.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Union Square, if you're not familiar with San Francisco, is a huge shopping district. All the major big corporations and it's an ice skating rink here for the holidays. They put a lot of Christmas lights up. It's a big Christmas tree. It's a huge tourist spot. Huge, right? Have you been out here the last few days? This is bigger, right?
This is huge.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Would you want to talk to my internet stream? Are you from Palestine originally?
Palestinian.
Palestinian? Cool. Do you have any family out there?
Yeah, we do. Not in the exact area where the bombs are being dropped, but we do have a lot of family over there right now.
Great, great. So have you been out here the last 3 nights then?
Not the past 3 nights I've been working, but tonight was my day off, so I decided to come out and
Cool. You look forward to future action?
yes, definitely. I want them to stop all the violence and try to work things out, make peace without killing people, killing children.
Great. Thank you for talking in solidarity, all right?
Thank you.
Where are you going? So the march is pretty much stopped right here on Geary.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
You guys can see the large flag there that has made its way from the consulate.
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live an intifada!
You guys get a screen cap of this, I love it.
Long live an intifada!
Long live Intifada!
Intifada! Intifada!
Intifada! Intifada!
We support an intifada!
We support the Intifada!
Free, free Palestine!
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 Stop bombing Gaza!
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 Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your racist war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your racist war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your racist war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
So traffic is now stopped at the corner of Stockton and Geary, which is where we just crossed through.
Free, free Palestine!
And the march has pretty much taken over the entire street of Geary, right here at Union Square, and it's become a rally. Some people went up into the park.
Long live Palestine!
Swing around and show you guys. I didn't get it.
No, that wasn't for you.
Huh?
I'm just doing it anyway.
Okay.
I wasn't doing it for you.
Okay.
Long live an intifada!
Long live Intifada!
Intifada!
So as you guys can see, some people went up into the park.
We support the intifada!
We support the Intifada!
Intifada! Intifada!
about 1,000 to 1,200 at this time. And the police have moved in closer to open up a lane for traffic to pass through.
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
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 Stop U.S. aid to Israel! Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop U.S. aid to Israel!
Stop shopping! Stop shopping! Bombs are dropping!
While you're shopping, bombs are dropping!
While you're shopping, bombs are dropping!
Stop your 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 shopping! Bombs are dropping!
Stop your shopping, bombs are dropping!
Stop your shopping! Bombs are dropping!
Stop your shopping, bombs are dropping!
Stop your shopping! Bombs are dropping!
So it looks like the SFPD vans are pulling in behind the rally and parking.
Free Palestine!
They haven't made any approach to anybody to make us leave, but they did open up a lane of traffic behind the rally.
U.S. aid to Israel! Stop U.S. aid to Israel! Stop U.S. aid to Israel! Netanyahu, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! Obama, don't you hide! We charge you with genocide!
Obama, don't you hide! We charge you with genocide!
Obama, don't you hide! We charge you with genocide!
Obama, don't you hide! We charge you with genocide!
Netanyahu, don't you hide! We charge you with genocide!
Not too hot to win to cry. We will. Free Palestine!
Can everyone welcome Lubna Katami from the Palestinian Youth Movement? Netanyahu, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! Obama, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! Good evening, everyone. It is in unfortunate circumstances that we're joining here this evening on the 6th day of the Israeli attacks on the Gaza Strip, on the Palestinians of the Gaza Strip. It's important to remember that this attack on Gaza is a part of the ongoing Palestinian catastrophe, a part of the ongoing Palestinian Nakba. This ongoing attack started long before 1948, when the Zionist entity was established in 48. It displaced 800,000 Palestinians from their homes, and it erased 500 Palestinian villages. And you know what they thought they could do? They thought that they could erase the Palestinian people and erase Palestine off of the map. We're here to tell them that it didn't work and it's not gonna. Approaching our 65th year of Nakba, we're here to say that the attack, the ethnic cleansing, the genocide of Palestine is illegal, is immoral, and the people of the world will always protest this settler colony. The people of the world will always protest Zionist apartheid and occupation and ethnic cleansing and mass murder. And no matter how much every single U.S. administration and every single Israeli administration attempts to say that it's in the defense Israel, that it's in the interest
I think you
of
guys are hurting
national
people.
security, that it's in the interest of protecting Israel's borders. We tell them we see through your lies. We tell them we see through the facade, and that we know it's about genocide.
Everybody step on that shit.
Today,
Rip that shit. No, fuck that. Rip that shit.
today is testament once again that when Israel says they're protecting their country, when they say that they're protecting their borders, that we know they're dropping bombs on children, and they're dropping bombs on burial sites and cemeteries where Palestinian bodies who were buried years ago have to watch their family, when their family members have to watch limbs flying out from out the grave. We know that there's more than about national security. And we know,
Hey, that's why you need nail polish.
I know. That's what I was saying. Is get some nail polish. Did that with you guys the other day?
We did that the other day.
Palestinians, like all people of the world, have a right to return to their homeland.
Right here. Hey, and I have your stick.
Let's not also forget that the attack on Gaza is a distraction from the Israeli attempt to infiltrate a
I just think the
region that
perspective
has
would be
been
good for people to
swept
hear,
away
but
with
I
the
understand.
promise and understanding that they can
Only
resist
burnt it 'cause some dude burnt ours
imperialism
the
and
other day.
neocolonialism
Right? Oh, that's fair.
that has ruled their countries for decades. And we know that Israel, that used to say that their greatest threat by the Arab masses was our backwardness and our lack of understanding of democracy, and is now blaming its national security problems on the fact that we're overzealous with the feelings of freedom and democracy. We know it's bullshit. We know that Israel does not want not only the Palestinians to return and live in peace, justice, and freedom, but that they believe that the only way that they can prosper is if they exercise regional hegemony. The only way that they can prosper is if the entire Arab masses live under dictatorship and live under fear and live under oppression. And the Arab people say no. The Arab people have said no to their dictatorship. The Arab people have said no. U.S. out of the Arab world. U.S. out of the third world. And Israel is an extension of U.S. empire and settler colonialism. And the Arab people are ready to say we are ready to live dignified and just lives in our own homeland. And that Israel's continuous attempts to infiltrate our countries and to arm and support opposition in the interest of Western imperialism is not something we will stand for. The people's movement has spoken. The people's movement believes that justice and freedom comes from the people and not from the United States. The people's movement believes that justice and freedom identifies Zionism at the heart of its oppression. The people's movement identifies that Israel is a settler colony responsible for the history of ethnic cleansing, genocide, and oppression in the entirety of the region, not just Palestine. So let's say today, these movements happening all over the world, where the international community is saying, no more genocide, stop the siege on Gaza, stop the attacks on Gaza. What we're really saying is Israel needs to stop its siege and attacks and oppression in the whole region, and that the United States can no longer hide behind its lies, and that the international community sees right through it. And what we need to continue to remember is that the actions do not stop here. The actions will continue. And unless we organize,
I think they're moving the flag possibly up onto the steps.
Throughout this attack and after this attack, we will not be able to secure our people. We will not be able to secure the Palestinians or the people of the Arab world from another Israeli attack. We must stay engaged. And if you are not already engaged, our many organizations are doing this work ongoingly. And we need you. We need you. Otherwise, we're
your way? Sorry. So they basically spread the flag up over the steps, which is a great idea.
What's up, y'all? My name is Rhythmatic, San Francisco resident, work for the San Francisco Unified School District. I'm here to represent for my people, Palestinian people who are under attack right now. Okay? I got a little rhyme for you guys to spit. I spit it earlier, but if it was time to come spit it again. Failed by corruption, no trust in false leadership, destruction of community to cover up the seed of it. Dreams blockaded like the road to peace, while aspirations barbed wire, but no one can see past the apartheid wall that snakes through the Holy Land, cutting off families so they can control the land. Gentrifying Jerusalem, the Judaize elastic pin, crushing homes on the borders, and that's wherever they imagine it. The future is disastrous, from Gaza to the Nazareth. Killing of the indigenous should be seen as blasphemous. Zionists hijack a religion, claiming biblical ties, but many real religious Jews will say they're living a lie. It just seems common sense. We didn't start this conflict. This colonization justified. Now they're trying to take all of it. Call it what you will, but you will never respect it. Because the blood is the water that the land's been blessed with. Allahu Akbar.
Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
First off, everybody give yourselves a round of applause for being here and supporting our brothers and sisters in Gaza. Thank you to all the community solidarity members that came out here and not standing for apartheid and genocide and bombing. Thank you guys so much.
You guys give me an update that you can see in here, okay?
Some of you don't know me, some of you don't. What's up? I want to speak to all you Macy's shoppers, all you people at Salvatore Ferragamo, or whatever the hell it's called, Louis Vuitton, everybody here in Union Square. This is not just another protest. This is an expression. This is an expression of a community that's so full of sorrow and so angry that nothing ever gets completely, there's never a solution to what seems to be this intractable conflict. But I want to tell you guys, all the people that aren't here, I don't want to speak to the choir, I'm speaking to the people that don't know why we're here and wondering what the point of this protest is. People, there's human beings being crushed, being destroyed, blown to pieces by bombs. Imagine if a bomb just fell right here in the center of Union Square. How many people would die? The carnage you see. This is what people deal with every single day in Gaza. And it just didn't start 2 weeks ago. This has been ongoing. Israel attacks Gaza regularly. And I'm serious. We should be protesting every day. All of us should be protesting every day. But obviously we've got lives. We have things to take care of. We got bills. We can't do it every day. But what we can do is to spread the knowledge, to research on your own. Look it up. Find out the history of Gaza. Find out what the Israelis have been doing there. Find out how they murder activists, murder students, murder children in cold blood just to prevent what they call another attack. And in American and Israel speak, that just means activism. We are the people that would be being killed in Gaza right now. Us, people, everyday people. People who work in a store, people who work at schools, people that work the garbage, cops, they're being blown up by Israelis. Imagine that. You are never safe in Gaza. A, you're starving. B, there's a fucking blockade. They will shut you down if you speak a word of it. And we have to come together and we have to stay together and speak out to our government and tell them we don't want to send Israel $8 million a day to fund this carnage. $8 million of our U.S. tax dollars a day, people. $8 million a day. We can use that right here in San Francisco. We can reopen schools in Oakland. We can close prisons for once and actually have a just system. We can start working towards this pure, beautiful society. But it ain't going to happen without your help. It ain't going to happen unless you speak to your government and tell them you are sick and tired of them sending $8 million a day to a state that causes nothing but problems for us. have another speaker coming from ISM. Jeff from ISM is going to speak.
Hey guys,
Hi
give me
everybody, my
a
name is
quick
Jeff. I'm from the
check-in and let me know that you can see everything okay and hear everything
Thanks so much for
okay.
everyone coming out today, and thanks for listening to me for a moment. Recently, we all went through yet again another most important election of our lifetime. And once again, we're asked to put aside some of what we have observed about what U.S. imperialism does in the Middle East and hold our nose and vote for yet another U.S. Imperialist. I think it is interesting timing that Obama has wasted no time in showing his true colors once again about who he really supports in the Middle East. His statement most recently, if you hear it without any context, you might think, wait, he's supporting the right to resist. He said something along the lines of, any people in any country should have the right to fight back when they see bombs flying over their borders and harming innocent civilians. I feel the same way, though the difference is I think Obama does not see the Palestinian people as people and the Palestinian country as a state that has the right to resist. And unfortunately, he is not alone. Once again, we've seen as soon as any sort of hostility breaks out,
Hey guys, thanks for the update.
the media pipes up as if this is the first time